14-day shadow work challenge. Today is day 13. To start at day 1, click here. We're going to keep diving deep. Remember, this kind of work may not always be easy, but the results will make your life much easier. I am Lori, your positivity princess. If you have been doing your shadow work, click that like button. If you have faith in the process, click that subscribe button. And if you want to hang in there right until the very end, click that bell notification so that you will not miss the video that comes each day. Okay, let's get right into it. Day 13, artistic expression. Forge your shadow. Create a puppet that represents your shadow. While making it, project onto it all of the shadow aspects that you have explored in the past 12 days, as well as any other that come to mind. This will serve as a physical representation of your shadow that you can work with in the future. It can be a simple puppet made with paper or whatever materials you prefer to work with, though I would suggest something fairly durable. Keeping your puppet to make alterations to it as you progress is a nice practice. It serves as a marker of sorts for your personal evolution. For example, I might have a particular button sewn to mine that represents fear of commitment. But once I work on that fear of commitment and that shadow aspect, I can remove it or alter it in some way to represent me conquering that fear. Again, if this doesn't work for you, if you don't think you'll have time to do this, think of a way that you can make this work, or you can use the journal prompts as well.
So I was going to make a puppet. I got out my equipment, my socks and sewing stuff and glue gun, but then I got creative and I put together a little paper person, and I think this does the trick. So let me show you, and then I'll explain all the parts. Keep this as short as I can. Here I am. Okay, I know there's a lot going on here. Let me explain. Okay, so there's me, and I've got all this stuff. Okay, so I got my little outfit. I've got my little I Heart Positivity t-shirt. I originally had made these little paper people as a little prop that I used with my kids, it was kind of a joke with my husband, and we put all the little idiosyncrasies on these. Okay, so I've got my little high top, high heel, what do you call it, like wedge sneaker wedges, and I love these shoes. Okay, my tie-dye jeans and my t-shirt. Okay, now I added a few things for my shadow self. Okay, so first of all, this little bag here, this is attached with Velcro. So I'm taking it off. This represents the side of me that doesn't feel smart. Feels like I have to read things over and over again to understand. It feels like I have little gems of knowledge that to offer, but I never believe in myself that I know what I'm talking about. I feel like I have to script my videos and I have to use teleprompters and I have to do these certain things in order to feel good. And these are little jewels of knowledge and wisdom that I have that I keep separate from myself in a little bag separately. Okay, so that represents that. This little mask here can come on and off, okay? But it represents me feeling stifled in speaking my true self and being my true self. It goes along with the throat chakra of being able to express yourself, and I don't always feel like I can express myself in my life, and I don't feel that the right words come to me when I want them to. This also goes with a limiting belief that I have that I'm also working on, but also there's a unicorn on there. So when I do talk, I feel like I sound flighty and unintelligent, and I hate that. Hate, I don't like that word. I've got these pins here represent little pains in my life, you know, that cause me like shoulder pain, neck pain, headaches, and these are things I'm holding on to. I know that when I release and let go and just go with the flow, I have no pain. These pains in my body represent pains in my life that I need to deal with, okay? This here is like a little measuring tape around my waist, and it represents society's expectations of a female to look a certain way and to have a small waist and big bosoms and a good size hips. And I've never felt like very feminine that way, that I don't have a large chest and I don't have, you know, feminine hips. They're good enough, okay, you know, childbearing and all, but this represents that, okay, that these are things that are measured that don't need to be. This here is a little, what do you call it, pipe cleaner thingy, and it is a reminder of how flexible I end up having to be in my life all the time. People pleasing, perhaps, always bending for people, being flexible, changing my shape to suit whoever's around me, and I need to stop doing that and just be true to myself more. Now this last one here that I want to mention, this is a little thing tethered to me, if you notice. And if I hold myself here and I open this, I know I put a lot into this, and it has a little computer. It's got the keyboard, it's got the mouse, it's got the paper and pen that I am not unhappy working, but I do feel tethered to it. And with the advent and introduction of this virtual learning, I can't even get a break from it when I'm at home. I'm just on it. It's just my life now, is to be online and getting headaches from it. And I do love teaching. I love it, but I'm tethered to it now. Absolutely tethered. My children are online learning. I love doing my YouTube, but that's also online. It's just a lot of online. I did quit a lot of social media recently. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I might go back for my group, but at the same time, I still have my group running. So thank you so much to the people that are running it. I love you guys. But I just, this represents being tethered, okay? So I want to keep this in my life without feeling like I'm tied to it. Do you see what I mean? I don't want to remove this from my life, but I want to remove that tether, okay? That's my little puppet. I love you guys.
Okay, that's it for day 13 of your shadow work challenge. Comment below, I am dedicated to healing my shadow self. Comment below, the shadow self is part of me and I love it. Remember to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and that bell notification so that you do not miss the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, I love you, and have a blessed and beautiful day, and be positive.